Hey there, CJ Math students. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Let's get some math homework done before we can enjoy it. So, homework 2.3 is in AIMSweb number 5. Usually, I have you just go to homework video 1.4 to go to an AIMSweb because I did all the problems. So I'm going to direct you to homework video 1.4 in case you have any problems that I don't do on this one. So, number 4, write the fraction in lowest terms. These are both even numbers. That means I can divide them by 2. Anything that ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8 is an even number that can be divided by 2. So, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 26 divided by 2 is 13. So, you get 1/13. Please circle all your answers today. Another one that I would like to do is number 12. 12 over 38. Again, any number that ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, you can divide by 2. So, I will divide this by 2. In doing so, 12 divided by 2 is 6. 38 divided by 2 is 19. So I got 6 over 19. Let's do problem number 16 as well. Write the fraction in lowest terms. 6 over 33. Now notice they don't end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8 together. Like one of them does, the other one doesn't. So I can't divide them by 2. Let's think of another number I can divide them by 2. Well, the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. So it's got to be one of those numbers. 1's not going to help me. 2's not going to help me. I can't think of any number times 6 that gives me 33. So it's got to be 3. So I divide them both by 3. I should get 6 divided by 3 is 2. 33 divided by 3 is 11. So 2 over 11. Convert 6/8 to a decimal. This is dividing 8 into 6, which you can't do. So the mantra in our head is decimal, decimal, 0. 8 goes into 6 7 times because that is 56 with 4 left over. You're not done. Put another 0. Sorry about that. Put another 0. Bring it on down. 8 goes into 45 times, and now we're done because we have nothing left over. So 0.75. Backside. Number 22, we have unlike denominators, so we need to find common denominators. How do we do that? Multiply by 2, multiply by 2. What do I get? I get 24 over 56 plus 7 over 56. I now have common denominators, so I can just add across. 24 plus 7 is 31 over 56. So that is your answer, 31 over 56. Let's make sure we do number 24 and not be afraid of it. So 15 goes into 285. Well, what about 15 into 28? Well, that goes in there one time. I have 13 left over. Now what about 15 into 135? Now would be a good time to get out your reference sheet if you didn't already have it out and say, okay, how many times does 15 go into 135? Go to the column that says 15, go all the way down until you get to something that says 135. Find what that is. It should be 9, and then it will be 135 with 0 left over. Let's do 28. Convert to a decimal again. It should be 5 going into 2, which can't happen. So we say decimal, decimal, 0. 5 into 20 happens 4 times with 0 left over. So 0.4 is your answer. Number 26 is an SSAK. You no longer have to use symbols. So what are you going to do? You send same signs. They're both negative. So you add and keep the sign. So 7 plus 8 is 15. Keep the sign of negative. Number 29 is DSSL. Different signs, subtract, keep the sign of the larger. So we should do 7 minus 6, which is 1, and I have more negatives than I do positives, so negative 1 is your answer. 20% of 80, remember this means multiply. Change this to a decimal, so I do 80 times 0.20, 0, 0, lay your egg, 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 8 is 16. Now that's not my answer. This will not be my answer. 1,600. I have to remember, oh, you have 2 decimal places here. So that means you have to move twice in the end. So 16.00 or just 16 is your answer. Number 33. 40 into 344. All right, so you just have to ask yourself to estimate. So pretend that 34 was like 340, right? Or just pretend how many times could 4 go into 34? Well, 8, because that would be 32, right? So let's do it 8 times. That's 320 with 4, 2 left over. So decimal, decimal, 0. Extend that line down, bring it on down. Now how many times does 40 go into 240? Well, 6 times, right? 6 times 4 is 24, just add a 0, 240. So 8.6 is your answer. Here we have a DSSL again, different signs, subtract, keep the larger. So we'll do 6 minus 3, which is 3, but I have more negatives, so my answer is negative 3. 35, remember you need to keep, change, change. Once I keep, change, change, this will turn into a problem that I can manage. So negative 5 plus positive 1. So now, after keep, change, change, we now have a DSSL, right? We have a negative plus a positive. So 5 minus 1, because different signs subtract larger. 5 minus 1 is 4. Now, do I have more negatives, which I have 5 negatives and 1 positive? I have more negatives, so therefore negative 4. Those are tricky. We'll get much better at them as the year goes on. Again, number 36, when I see a subtraction sign, I use K, C, C. Keep the 8 the same, change this to a plus sign, change that to a plus sign. So look, I get an SSAK because they're nothing but positives. 8 plus positive 6. What's 8 plus 6? That's 14. Done. All right, I've done a lot for you. Make sure that you're looking at the video for 37 through 40. I will do 39. Remember, if somebody gives me 15 times 15 is just 15, I'm going to freak out. You multiply top and bottom. So here, 1/3, flip the second fraction, make it times 5 over 2. Now multiply straight across. 1 times 5, 3 times 2. 1 times 5 is 5, 3 times 2 is 6. 5 over 6. Watch this video, watch video 1.4 for any other questions. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Call me if you have questions.